were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Flow.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Bengals. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength. And they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Extra point by McPherson. Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
11.
In motion right here, Boyd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
to Mixon on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance out to his left. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Lance looking to throw it. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance, they'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 30 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow now off the bootleg, steps away. And this one too low.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they'd love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical, picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mixon.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't, who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. That one taken in by T. Higgins. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Play action, now it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. this amount of time. Don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And there he goes again. 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Here we go.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
11.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
49ers 24.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before half for Lance. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 24.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
I'm wondering.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 4-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him, kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. You wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the 20. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Here we go. Ultra.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Ray McCloud, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to Mixon on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Cut check time on both sides. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 11. Now it's Burrow. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.